I found out I joined somebody else's Zoom the other day, and in the waiting room, you have to like accept that you want to still be on there once the recording starts. Does that happen for you guys once I do that, or is it just announced?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've only really been on the end where I'm doing the recording, so that's good for me to know how it looks for everybody else, because that can matter quite a bit. But yay, I'm excited. Okay, I have my agenda here. I am going to open us in prayer, and then this meeting is going to be like short and sweet tonight, but hopefully really helpful and really fun. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pray. Dear Lord, thank you so, so much for bringing together this fantastic group of women. I pray that you would help us to just grow closer to you this year, and that we would support each other and encourage each other. Thank you so much for just letting us have the Mary Kay opportunity to give us a community that we can grow with and enjoy. I pray that you would bless our efforts and help us to ultimately give you glory for everything we do. In your name I pray, amen. I am going to turn it over to my mom, and she's going to do some career path recognition tonight, so we can kind of see who's who here on the Zoom.
All right, fabulous. I'm going to switch over to this page because I know for this first one, do we have any first-time consultants on our Zoom meeting today? Wave wildly. Or just a little. Yes. This is my sister-in-law, Nadine, and Whitney's aunt, and I am excited to have her on my team. She was one of the people that helped us finish out DIQ and become our own unit, and I am very grateful. She's been a well, not real long time customer because I've only been in this for 3 years, but she's been one of, if not my best customers. And now she has her product at 50%. So pretty cool. And she's helping with the hand sanitizer thing too. So that's great. Okay. Do we have any senior consultants on here today? Wave wildly. Yay. Amanda and Mindy and Evelyn. Soon all to be red jackets, where a senior consultant has one or two team members. And next up is Star Recruiter, which that is 3 or 4 active team members. Nobody yet, but can happen in a moment's notice. You don't know. It's very close. And then team leader, 5 to 7. I don't think anybody on here tonight. No. Elite team leader is 8 or more. And I will tell you, when I got to elite team leader, I was like, maybe I could do this director thing. It was like, when I got there, it was like, oh, okay, this could be a thing. Then is DIQ, which we don't have any DIQs on here tonight because we have 2 directors on here tonight, and everybody knows me. So I'm Amy, and I love my MK life because I can be multifaceted and still fit Mary Kay. And we're about to go camping in just a few minutes, and I just had to get out of the bedroom because it's crazy in there. We're packing, and we'll be good. So you can fit it all in. And Whitney, what do you love about your MK life?
Hello, my name is Whitney. I think I know everyone on here. But something that I am loving about my MK life right now is it's just a good place to go when you need some encouragement. I know when I check in with somebody that's in Mary Kay, we are gonna on purpose leave each other feeling better than when we started the conversation. And you can find a Debbie Downer anywhere, and you cannot always find somebody who's going to make you feel better and lift you up. So I love that in Mary Kay, when you reach out to somebody, you both intentionally work to encourage the other person and to lift each other up. And I just think that's just really special. So I love that about this. And then I'm going to turn it back over to Mom for some Hope Unit announcements.
Okay, ladies, this is our first month as the Hope Unit. So I really set some goals for us. I didn't really know where I was going. So our goals are 8,000 in production. And I would tell you, we're really close to 1. But just 5 days ago, we were really close to 0. So things have really, the needle has moved. Everybody worked super hard last month to get us into our own units. So really didn't know what to expect there. And then 5 new. Now there's still, what's the math? 11 days left in the month. And so it's very possible for us to get 5 new team members. I probably can't personally get 5 new, although it could happen. But if 5 of us got 1 new, it would happen pretty easily, and that's very possible. So let me know if you need me to help you do a share. We're also trying to do 20 parties. I need to update our chart because I think it's at 3 or 4 right now. So we'll need to hit that a little harder, but hey, it's about to happen in a couple minutes when we work on this. And then I feel like there's one more thing. Oh yeah, and then our other unit goal is to beat the Fearless unit in the sale of hand sanitizers. And we have got a fantastic start. That's it.
And by fantastic start, she means a fantastic start. The Fearless unit has some work to do. I don't know if people just haven't been communicating it to me, but so far, hope, Mom, share with me how many you know your unit has sold. Unmute and share with us. You can. I believe in you.
I can do it. Okay. I know that we've done 35.
Okay. 35. Here's
there
what
may be more because a few people put in orders this afternoon late, and I don't know if that was hand sanitizer related or not.
Okay, so Fearless unit, when you watch this recording, here's what I need you to know. Here's what I know that we've sold so far for this hand sanitizer challenge. 1. So if you are watching this recording, this is not a contest right now. It's not. There's no contest happening. So we gotta like show up and represent a little bit. So at all your parties, Hope unit, you can just like plug your ears, you know, but Fearless unit, at all your parties, you're gonna be really talking about those hand sanitizers and sharing about those. Hope unit, you know, you guys, you've done enough. You don't need to work on it anymore. That's just fine. But Hope unit, honestly, I mean, I can't be sad about it. I'm really impressed. I thought, I don't know how this is gonna go. And then Hope unit was like, oh, we're gonna make this happen. So proud of you guys. Fearless unit, we got some work to do. So the contest ends on Thursday evening. So that gives us about 3 days to really do this thing. So let's go. You know what's coming up in like a month is the school year. And people probably really want to get like pre-teacher gifts. I don't know. Think of something. There's something that people need these hand sanitizers for something. We got this. So teacher gifts. Trying to think what else. What was that?
Backpacks. Everybody's backpack. One for every kid.
Yep. And
College.
it's
College.
They're fragrance free and they're white and blue. So boys are not like sad to have them either. So makes it really good. I have a customer who got the fragrance free little minis. Like I gave her some samples and all of her boys use them at school because their hands get really dry from all the washing, but they don't look girly. So it's like a win-win. So this fragrance free thing is great. So that's kind of some updates there, but congratulations, Hope unit. At least so far, we will have our official announcement on, I guess we'll announce Friday after the contest is over who won. So, all right, Fearless unit, we got this. Hope unit, you just keep going. We'll catch up. All right, any other announcements for the Hope unit, or is that it for tonight?
That's all I can think of, but I'm new at this. Is there anything else I should be announcing?
No, you're just fine.
Okay.
I mean, Nancy always announced things. So I was like, oh yeah. So the longer you do it, the more it's like, oh yeah, that's the thing I need to remember. So here's something very important, Hope unit, especially for you. Amy Miller's director debut is going to be on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Central. So an hour later than our normal Monday Night Live. But a lot of her unit is in Arizona. And sometimes this can be a really tricky time because it's in the middle of dinner. Or I'm sorry, it's in the middle of the workday where they are. So we're trying to make it a little bit later so that hopefully a few more of her local teammates can hop on. So mark your calendars for that. And for that one, we want to, you ladies always look great, but for that one, we want to be in like MK dress. So step it up just a little bit is basically the thing. My mom and I will be in I'll be in director attire. She ordered hers, so she'll be wearing something nice, but we really try to kind of make these really fun, really special. You'll get to hear her stories. So you, as being in her unit, you're going to know a lot of it, but you'll find some things out. It's always easier to share after the journey is done. Sometimes in the middle, it's like, okay, just gotta deal with this and move on. So you'll hear more about her journey. And we're also going to just kind of talk about the opportunity a little bit. So if you have someone that you'd love to join Mary Kay, or at least hear what Mary Kay is like, we'd love for them to join us. It's a guest event. I know I had several customers join me for my debut, and it was really fun, you know, because even if Mary Kay is not for them, I think it's really cool when people get to see that this really is something that can make you money, because a lot of people have questions about that. So I think that's really neat, and it builds their confidence in you when they know that you're on a winning team. and you know, a team that's really doing this thing. So I think that's going to be great. Um, Hand sanitizers was the other thing I had marked down to announce, and we just kind of went through that. Fearless unit. Wow, now I'm going to be like announcing for different things. Fearless unit. We are reaching for our goals. We were also shooting for 5 new. So today we have 1 new in our unit. Very excited. Personal teammate Jessica, she is great. She couldn't be on tonight, but maybe in the future she'll be able to join us for our Zoom meetings. And then with our goal for our production, we are getting there. We're making some strides, and the biggest thing that's going to help us get there is to really get booking some parties. So that's the plan for tonight. And trying to set aside time. I remember in college, whenever a professor would be sick or something, they'd always recommend, like, if they couldn't come to class, that you still use that time that you'd already set aside for that class to, you know, study for that class, right? And as an 18-year-old, I never actually did that. But the plan for tonight is that we're not going to take up our whole meeting time, so that this time you already kind of set aside for the Mary Kay meeting, you can use to do Mary Kay work, because sometimes that can be the hardest part, is finding time to do it. So you were already going to be on the meeting, so just block it out in your mind. This isn't getting out of your meeting early. This is getting bonus time to work your Mary Kay business. So that's the plan with that. All right, I am going to turn it over to Mindy, and she is going to do a little recognition for our Mary Kay units from this past week.
Okay, Amy, I promise I'll look better. Guys, just want you to know, I'm off in the summer and it's pool Monday, and that means no makeup, whatever, you know, you jump in the pool and this is what you get. Sorry. Anyway, we want to see who opened their stores or their Mary Kay stores for a sale, anything for sale this week. Wave wildly at me. Anyone? Amy, and Manda? Is that Whitney? Got Amy? Okay. All right. Did we have some grand days? I think I saw some, didn't we? Amy? Whitney? Anybody else? All right. Did we hit a $300 mark? Anyone hit the 300 to be our queen this week? All right. How about 200? Whitney? All right. Yay for Whitney. Was that with your
Y'all
party?
know it would have been a $300 week, but I recruited my hostess and she joined Mary Kay, so I didn't have that sale. But I feel like it's a bigger win. So just wanted to like clarify that probably would have been a different story.
So Whitney is our high sales, but not queen of sales because she didn't hit the 300, but she got something better. Okay. So who this month plans to be the sparkler or the power up person? Amy? Whitney?
Can you
Anyone else?
explain that real quickly?
That is, you have to buy 600 wholesale by the end of the month. Did I say that right?
And then you get a prize from the company.
Yeah, you get a prize from the company for that. Anybody else gonna join these two? Okay. Did anybody get to share the opportunity this week? Whitney? My screen keeps blanking out. I'm sorry, guys. So all I can see is you 4. All right. Way to go, Whitney. You will tell us about that later. Okay. And here's the last question. Did anybody get a new team member this week? Yay, Amy. I mean, Whitney, do you want to tell us about it or you want to wait? Was it this week or was this
What? It was this week, Mindy. So technically this story is a little premature because this is our recognition for last week.
Yeah, July. I think it was July. Was it 11th through the 17th?
Yeah, that's so yes, but no. But yes. I did shares last week.
Go ahead and tell us
something. Okay, thank you, Mindy, so much for doing that recognition for us. She's on her phone, so she's like scrolling through as fast as she can, trying to see everybody. I used to do it on my phone. I moved over to my computer because like I just like couldn't handle the trying to get through to everything. But I did want to share. I did share last week, and my favorite way to share is through a party because they're already like engaged in what you're doing. So it's really natural. And Mary Kay is not for everyone. And that is okay. If everyone joined Mary Kay, we wouldn't have any customers. And not everybody wants to work the Mary Kay business to the same level. And that's okay too. And I love that it's flexible no matter what you want out of your business. If you're like, I'm really about getting my own stuff half price, that's just fine. And I'm just going to like order for like a few friends and family. We've got a lot of ladies in our unit that are focused on that. Then there are ladies who say, you know what, I kind of want to turn this into more of a business, maybe a part-time business. And that's great too, because we have a lot of support for that. There's some people like me who after a little while of doing it part-time said, I think I want to try to turn this into full-time. So I like that there's options because different phases and seasons of life, I don't think I could have managed doing all this a couple years ago, but now in a new season, I can manage this. So I love that it works with where you are, and you can choose how much or how little you want to invest time and effort into it. So sharing I did at my party, and that leads me into talking about our booking challenge for tonight. So I called it the booking bash because I like alliteration. I just always have. So what we talked about, so Mom and I were really brainstorming about like what sounds fun and what would have been fun, like because Mom and I are very prize driven. Yes, we're competitive, but we like a good
David
prize.
Grabber.
So we wanted to go ahead and make sure that everybody got some prizes for doing the work tonight. So if you are going to participate in our booking bash, here's what you want. You want to have a list of 10 to 15 people. If you don't already, make it as fast as you can because you don't want to lose time on that. A great place to look for people to book with if you haven't already is go to your parties and look at guests from previous parties that you maybe have not shared with yet. Look through your personal Facebook group with your customers, see if there's anybody in there, and try to keep an open mind. Don't think, I don't know if she will, so I'm just not going to mess with it. It's okay to ask because she's probably not going to be offended that you asked. If she doesn't want to, she'll just say no, thank you. And that is okay. So just be brave, make a brave list. I have a chicken list and a brave list. Okay. Thank you so much for hopping on, Aunt Nadine. I'm glad that you were on tonight. It was really fun to have you. So I'm glad you got to be on. All right, she's gonna head out for the evening. But we are gonna do, let's see, for every 10 or 15 people, that's where we want you to start, because who knows, just curious, how many people will say yes to hosting a party? Does anybody remember the ratio? It's a little bit 1 out of how many, Mindy? 1 out of 10. It's usually a little bit higher than that. Now, there are exceptions because there might be a time where the group of people that you're working with are maybe not as interested. Sometimes it'll be higher than that. Typically, it's 1 in 3 to 5 will say yes. So that's why you want a list of 10 to 15. So you're giving yourself an opportunity for a yes. When we ask 3 people, we're probably not going to get any yeses, and then it's really hard to want to do this anymore. So that's what I would recommend, is a list of 10 to 15 people, and I have some scripts ready to go. Now, here's the beautiful thing about a script. You do not need to copy and paste it word for word from what I have. What I'd recommend is copy and paste it and then make it yours. You and I probably don't use the same wording. I say the words, hey friends, all the time because it's how I really talk. If you don't talk like that, they're going to wonder why you're saying that to them because you've never said that in your life. So you want to make it sound like you. How does Mindy say this? How does Amy say this? So talk to them, just be a real person. I know that sounds so silly, but sometimes we get so weird about asking people stuff, we forget to just be ourselves. They're your customers and they're your friends because they like you. So you're not going to mess this up. So don't get too worried about that. But I have some scripts, so edit them, tweak them, and make them sound like you. And then once you have wording that you like, just copy and paste and send it out. It'll take you probably 10 minutes to send all of this out. We build it up to be like this 30-minute, 40-minute process. It is not. It is a 10-minute thing. But you got to be brave and you got to do it. Here's what I'll do. If I have somebody that I'm particularly nervous about texting, I do them first so that I have something else to do. And I'm not just sitting there like, waiting on what they're gonna say. I was there earlier today. I had sent out a message to someone and I saw that they read it, but they didn't answer right away. And I was like, okay, I gotta go do some other stuff because I was like sitting there just like staring and waiting. So set yourself up for success by putting your chicken list. I call it my chicken list. You know, the people I'm chicken to talk to. I do them first so that I have some other people to message. And here's the thing, you're not going to hear back from most of these people right away. So the 10 minutes that you're spending, you'll be getting answers throughout the evening. super normal. Some people are not going to answer you, and that is okay too. I have a booking this week with a friend, and the party is great. I had to message her a handful of times before we got it together. She wasn't ignoring me, but I could have attempted to think that. She's just really busy. All right, I want you to put your right hand in the air. We're doing this together. Your right hand in the air. I want you to, you don't have to say it out loud if you're in a place where it's like super weird, but if you can, I want you to say, I promise
I promise
not to assume
not to assume
that they hate me
that they hate me
if they don't answer.
if they don't answer.
Okay, see, I heard you promise. Now you can't worry about it. They didn't hate you. They're just really busy. All right. Sometimes you just have to remind yourself, because I got to tell you, I've had a really busy month. I have a lot of unanswered texts right now. I don't hate anyone who's texting me this month. I'm just really busy. So just remember that you're busy too. You've forgotten to answer messages. They just got other stuff going on. Once you've messaged them once, here's a fun thing to do. Write the number 1 by their name. I like to write a list like this where it's down, and you write down the number 1 by them. If they answer, you can like circle it or highlight it in a color. Maybe pick 2 different colors, like green for no thank you, pink for yes. If they don't answer at all, then you can like do yellow so that you know I'm going to reach back out to them because they're not mad at me. They're just busy. And then, you have a built-in list to text on, let's see, today's Monday. You have a built-in list to text on Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesday.
That's literally, that's how I work my business. We get so in our own heads about people hating us, but generally speaking, it takes a lot for people to get that upset about things. And if they're that upset about it, they probably weren't meant to be your close personal friend anyway. So that's okay. So that's what we're going to do tonight. When you get a booking, here's what we're focusing on. We want to get some bookings like for July. Sometimes once you hit the 20th, people are like, well, the month's pretty much over. No, it's not. We have like 12 whole days left, 11 or 12 days. So we're going to focus on getting bookings for July. Here's the easiest way to do that. Just book a 1 evening party. It's 30 minutes. People have 30 minutes sometime in the next 11 days. And if they just can't be bothered to have 30 minutes, that's okay. Maybe they're not for you for booking right now. Maybe it'll be in the future. Maybe it won't be ever. But if they don't have that time, that's fine because you texted all these other people. So somebody does. So booking a 30-minute posting party work really well. I'm really loving the 5 days of faves party where I post every day for 5 days. You can do that. Like there's time to fit. I have a whole nother week that I'm planning to do that in July. And it doesn't have to be Monday through Friday. That's what I typically do, but yours could be Sunday through Thursday, So I had to go through that because I get all mixed up. But what you can set it whatever 5 days you want. You could have a 3 days of the best. I don't know. Come up with something. It doesn't have to be 5 days if you don't have 5 days. Or you don't have 5. What was that?
3 days of thrills. No, I don't think so.
You know what? We will work on that. So whatever you need to book, just make it yours. You can be flexible. And here's what I have learned. My best stuff comes from the most imperfect things. I have had my best sales at parties where I was tongue-tied and said and did everything wrong, but they were just going to buy the product anyway. Some of my best Facebook parties have been the ones where nobody commented or got engaged. And then when I private messaged them at the end, they want to order. And I was like, I didn't even know you knew we were doing a party. That's just how it goes sometimes. So don't get too worried about how successful it's going to be. You can do more than one party at a time. If you have 2 or 3 hostesses, you could say, hey, would you mind if I put you all in the same group? And then I'll base your hostess rewards on, your friends. You can do that. If you're like, hey, I had 3 people say yes to 5 days of faves. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Put them all in the same group. As long as your hostesses are okay with that. I've done that before. It's really fun. You have a bigger group that way too. So there's a lot of different ways to do this. If you want to start doing stuff in person, go for it. Just tell them and you pick your times. Okay. Here's another thing you want to have set before you go. When are you doing these parties? Because you need to give them 2 options. If you say sometime in July, sometime is no time. So what I say is, hey, I have these dates set aside for parties. Would you rather do this or this? And it makes it so easy. If neither works, they'll tell you. So just don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. We got this. If you get a booking for July, you will be getting a gift card. If you're in the Hope unit, gift card from my mom. If you're in the Fearless unit, gift card from me. And then for any additional booking you will get an additional prize for every single booking. So if you got 5 bookings tonight, that's 1 gift card and 4 prizes. we want to do this thing. And if you have 4 parties at the same week that you put all in the same group, like that's no more work on your end. And that is a lot of fun. So go for it. Go big or go home. Trying to look and see. I think that's everything I have. Anything that you want to add, Mom?
Well, yes. So I'll be around here for about an
Oh, yeah.
hour and then I'll be out of cell service. So I'm not ignoring you and I'm not mad at you, but I won't be answering your texts for a little while. But if you get stuck or need help, Whitney can help you. If you need her number, text me. If you're Facebook friends, you can private message her. She'll be looking around, but I'll be around for a while. But if you get a response from somebody, and you're like, I don't know what to say to this. I did this all the time to Nancy and Whitney. I would just copy paste that text to them and say, how do I answer this? What should I say about this? Because it just helped me learn a lot about Mary Kay and how to just overcome objections is what that's called. But I didn't say it well. Overcome objections is
Really great.
yeah. So learning how to overcome objections is a big part of this because usually it's not that people don't want to have a party. They're just uncertain about what they're getting into. And honestly, there's some other parties out there that are a little more complicated than what we do. So they might be surprised at how easy it is.
And if you get a booking, I have a text. I will try to put it in the comments on Facebook. I have a text that I send to my hostess to send to her guests. Because when I ask people to private message people, sometimes they don't and they just click invite. So I try to do that to help make it easier for her. Hostesses are going to do what hostesses are going to do. Sometimes it doesn't matter. They're just going to do it anyway. But I have found that it's helping. So I will add that. So what I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to post the scripts on the Fearless Unit group. My mom will put them on the Hope Unit. And then just text me, Vox me, Facebook message me. I've got your back. I want you to be successful. You're not bugging me. Okay. You are not bugging me with questions. So let's go do this. Anybody have any questions or anything they want to throw out there? Okay. It's looking like everybody's just kind of thinking, all right, let's do this, you guys. The Mary Kay success formula starts with booking. That's where you'll get your sales. That's where you get your shares. Everything you want in your business comes from booking parties. So let's go get some parties and let's make this happen. All right, you guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.